So, The Truffle Hunters, which is a documentary by Gregory Kershaw and Michael Dweck. And it's set in northern Italy, and it's a documentary about the trade of truffle hunting. Luca Guadagnino is one of the executive producers. And basically, in the documentary, we meet a disparate group of men, largely older men, whose closest relationships seem to be with their dogs. They spend their time, largely their night times, out searching for the prized white truffles, which you can't grow, you can't cultivate, they have to be found. And they are found by dogs, highly trained dogs with, incredible senses of smell. And these guys basically have the closest relationships that they have with their dogs. So we have Aurelio, who's in his 80s and has this beautiful dog, Birba, and he talks to Birba and he makes Birba food and they share a table together and he talks to Birba about what's going to happen when he goes off on a long journey, meaning, when he's gone and, what preparations will be made. At one point, he says, people say to me, why do you never get married? He says, I have a dog. And then you have Sergio, who plays the drums and appears to take a bath with his dog, and he blow dries his dog. And then there's Carlo, who has a wife who thinks he's far too old to be going out at night with his dog because he's going to fall over and hurt himself. And he says, "Yes, but I love to hear the owls. And anyway, if I fall and hurt myself, it's my pain." And then intercut with all of this is footage of the truffle trade, of dealers selling truffles. How many truffles does your president want? How big are they? So there's this kind of weird juxtaposition between, on the one hand, this very hand to mouth existence of these guys and their dogs out in the woods searching for truffles, and on the other hand, this the business side of it. And what the film is about is, on one hand, it's about the way the world is changing, the environment in which that they do this trade is disappearing. The soil is being depleted. Woodlands are being depleted, and also there's a lot of talk about the fact that the new generation don't care for the woods. They don't care to play with their dogs. They don't understand the essence of truffle hunting. And then it's also this kind of beautiful portrait of friendship and a kind of a form of life which is closer to the rhythms of nature than it is to the modern bustle of of technologically led present day world. I think the film is beautiful. It's really, people talk about mood cinema or slow cinema, or I know people have compared this to La Quattrovolte, which I really loved, and then we for ages afterwards we had correspondence about, oh yeah, that goat farming movie that Mark liked, or you think recently of a film like Gunda, which is brilliant. I mean, very distressing if you're, because obviously it's a film which I think has a vegetarian message. um, it's a film in which you watch this sow and her piglets grow up, but you know what's going to happen. In the case of the truffle hunters, the melancholia is that this is a way of life that is disappearing. These are the last of their generation. These are people who are not passing their secrets down, to next generations. And I thought it was really beautifully done. It's fabulously well photographed, very painterly. Although every now and then we get these shots with cameras attached to the dogs' heads, so you chase along with the dogs as they chase down these truffles. And it's also a film in which there are scenes of people sniffing and inhaling the truffles, enjoying the aroma. And it's one of the things that cinema can do when it works is that you can see somebody on screen sniff something, smell something, and you feel that you can smell it in the auditorium, not because you've got some kind of odorama going on. It's not like scratch and sniff, like, William Castle or John Waters' polyester. You can actually smell the truffles. Anyway, I thought it was a lovely film, kind of quietly profound and funny and melancholic. And if you're a dog lover, which of course I am, you'll just you'll just absolutely fall in love with it. I mean, it is a film about man's relationship with dogs, and it's very funny and very charming, and the dogs are just fabulous. Anyway, it's called Truffle Hunters, and it's in cinemas now.